Hi, I'm Crystal, homeschooling mom of 5 kids, and I'm going to be talking about my eighth grader in this video. Kind of an update of what she's doing right now and some of the changes that we've made. So first I'll talk about math, because I have nothing to show here right now, but because she's doing teaching textbooks, and this will be her second year using it, and math has always been a big struggle, but for the past few years anyway. So she absolutely loves teaching textbooks, and I have seen a huge improvement in her math, and it's been her favorite math ever, is what she says. So I feel like it's going very well, and we're going to continue with it for this year. So that's great. So then the next thing I'm going to talk about is history, and we are doing the Middle Ages. We're kind of just reading good books and talking about them, and just enjoying a kind of, we've always done a lot of history every year, and this year I've just kind of taken it a little bit more easy and focusing on other things a little bit more heavily, because she does, know a lot of history right now. History is my favorite, one of my favorites to teach, so we've done that pretty well through the years, because I've been homeschooling her since she was in preschool. So right now at this moment we are doing Adam of the Road, and I'm doing this a read aloud with her and her brother, who's in 5th grade, and I think it's going to be a good one. We've just barely started it. So yeah, so far liking that. And then continuing to do The World of Columbus and Sons by Genevieve Foster. Let's see, where are we? About just a little ways in. Right there. So we read that. So yeah, that's what we're going to keep working on. And when we finish that, I have some other books for her for Middle Ages. So we're going to keep doing that, and we are enjoying that. Well, I am. Let's see. She finished all of her not consumed Bible study, a study on the book of James. So she finished all of that. And for now, until I decide what I'm going to do next, she's just been reading a devotional book that she has. So then she is doing Fix-It Grammar, the Robin Hood Level 3. This is the first time we've ever used this, and I think she's on like week 17 for that, and we like it. She actually does really like this one, the Fix-It Grammar. Then for geography, we're supposed to be doing the Beautiful Feet books, geography, and my plan was to do it with all my kids, but I don't know, it's sort of seemed like it's fallen to the wayside a little bit. Just lots of stuff going on, and so for now what she's doing is she is just reading through this United States Atlas, just each of the states. So yeah, she's just reading through that on her own. And also there's something else that has geography in it that she's doing, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. But I'll share that in a minute. And then science, Wonders of Energy we're doing right now. And there's a student journal. That's the one she's doing. This is grade 7 to 8. And we are, let's see, I think we just finished lesson 4. So yeah, we'll we'll be starting lesson 5. And she likes this. Also doing this with my fifth year old. Sorry, I'm tired. My 5th grader, my son. So he's doing this with us because it's for 3rd to 8th grade. So enjoying that. And then for a fun independent read that she's doing on her own is this. She loves these cat books. She loves cats, so she's doing Wind by this series, and in this series, for just a fun read. And then she finished Daddy Longlegs, and that was a book study in learning language arts through literature. And she got to lesson 10 on this. And this is when things started getting a little more not as well. Everything else was going pretty good, but then we were doing this, and she got to lesson 10, and she was just like saying it was boring, and she is my daughter that has always loved language arts. She's done mostly A Gentle Feast language arts and The Good and the Beautiful language arts. And she's just like always loved it. And so when she was just talking about this was boring and I could tell she didn't really like it, I don't know if it's just because she wasn't really used to it, because I've heard other people talk about how great it is. And I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, there was some things I was like, yeah, I can understand why she might not like it. Yeah, so it just, I don't know, it wasn't going that great. So I don't know, I didn't want her to start hating language arts, especially since she's always loved it. And so we paused it at lesson. She did the Daddy Longlegs, the book study that was in here, and then we paused it at lesson 10. And sorry if you can hear my dishwasher going. So we paused it, and I had her do, I didn't do it. I had her do this level 8 book study from The Good and the Beautiful. It's 2 books in one here, The Touch of Magic and The Story of My Life by Helen Keller. I really enjoyed The Story of My Life by Helen Keller, so I thought she would. She didn't enjoy it as much as I did, but she would rather read fun things like cat books. But anyway, but the book study, this part, she did really great. She liked that. And she finished that whole thing, finished this whole book, and that went really well. And so I was like, well, wasn't sure what to do. I am going to have her continue doing the book studies out of this. The book studies she really liked, and I mean that was no problem. So they just kind of have them like here and there in here, in like every once in a while you hit a book study. So I'm just gonna have her do those. So the next one is gonna be, A Lantern in Her Hand. So this is where the book study B, that's the next one. So I'll go ahead and have her do that book study. And then instead of keeping working in here for the lessons and stuff, I decided to put a pause on that. And she has done The Good and the Beautiful since back in like first, second grade, whatever. She's done all the levels from 1 of the language arts from 1 to 5, but she had never done level 6. And so I'm just having her I didn't get the reader that goes with this because I'm having her do the book studies in this. And so I'm just gonna have her kind of work through some of this. It is a level 6, so I mean she's doing 8th grade, so this is level 8. But the level 7 of the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts actually is 9th grade level. So I figured if we kind of work through this and the book studies from this, and I also actually have A Gentle Feast printed out too from some of their language arts for, this grade. I think that we'll be fine, just kind of piecing it together. And this also is nice because it has some geography, literature, grammar, usage, punctuation, spelling, art, vocabulary, writing. So it has a lot in it, and that way even she can keep doing this geography, but there is geography added into here, as you can see here. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna try for now anyway, and we'll see how that goes. I know it says level 6, but I'm not too worried about that, especially since the Good and Beautiful's like older levels do tend to be higher, I feel like. So anyway, that is the plan, and that is what we're doing right now. And I feel like it's going to go well so far. This week has been going really well, and she seems to be enjoying it and being able to work on it with no problems. And so, yeah, I think that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this update, and hopefully I'll let you know how it goes later on. And I hope everyone has a good week. And I don't know, let me know if you started back to homeschooling. We kind of never took a really big, huge break, so we're just steadily working on it. Keep going. So I appreciate you watching, and take care. Thank you. Bye.